Notre Dame Dons basketball is on the air from the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois. It's the Batavia Bulldogs versus the Notre Dame Dons. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Dons basketball. Danny Berg and Mac Ross here with you this evening. I want to give a special shout out to all of our Batavia fans who have joined us here tonight to watch their Bulldogs in their season opener. And welcome back all you Dons fans just with us last night and are in for game 2 of this megacast. Mac, Dons put up a 69-30 win last night over Streamwood as they look to try and stay perfect on the season. What are you looking for tonight?
Well, tonight I think they need to keep the energy going. They're coming off 2 wins, and this is Batavia's first game. So they're going to have some mistakes. They're going to look a little sluggish, and I think Notre Dame needs to come out quick and take advantage of that.
We saw the Dons just absolutely dominate Streamwood in the second half yesterday. In order for Batavia to avoid that tonight, you know basketball better than I do. You tell me, what do you think they need to do tonight to be able to stay in this thing?
They're just going to have to play confidently. They're opening up their season against the #1 team in state. They can't be scared. They can't come out timid. They need to play with energy, and they need to play strong.
This is a team that's got a lot of talent, but still some guys that left last year and some untapped talent in addition to that. So it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. Top team in the state in Notre Dame, and Batavia looking to take him down. When we come back, lineups, the national anthem, tip-off, and so much more. You're listening to the ND Media Crew on YouTube Live.
Holy Spirit, amen. God, let us play well, but fairly. Help us to learn something that matters once the game is over. Let competition make us strong, but never hostile. Always let us help our opponent up. Never catch us rejoicing in the adversity of others. If we know victory, allow us to be happy. If we are denied, keep us from envy. Remind us that that sports are just games. If through athletics we set an example, let it be a good one. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now our national anthem. We'd like to start off by introducing the starting lineup. For the visitors, the Canadian Bulldogs, we have number 3 junior, Drew Bartles. Number 5 junior, Ethan Ivan. Number 20 junior, Rick Susana. Number 21 is senior Luke Fairbacker. And number 42 junior Austin Ambrose. The Canadian coached by Tim Rizzo, assisted by Nick Martin, Anthony Williams, Ted Ballard, and Jason Coe. And now for our Notre Dame Dogs. We have number 12, a sophomore, Sonny Williams. Number 3, a senior, Jake DeFranza. Number 5, a senior, Frank Lynch. Number 4, a senior, Troy DeVito. And number 23, a senior, Louis Lesman. Notre Dame is coached by Kevin Clancy, assisted by Jim Brown, Tom Collins, Bill Westropp, Mark Heidenbach, and Justin Halloran.
All right, we are set to get things started. Batavia will start with the ball as Drew Bartles will send it in as we get ready to start things off here tonight between the Batavia Bulldogs and the Notre Dame Dons. Sends it in. Here's Trent Tusana, who will start it off. Jake DeFranza on the early defensive side. Here's Ethan Ivan now back to Tusana. Tusana lost it, now swings it out. Here comes Tusana back with it again. Lots of movement here early. Ivan now to Drew Bartles. Tusana looking for something, and it will go the Dons' way. It's an early foul here from Batavia. It's Louis Lesmond will bring it up, and here's Sonny Williams. D'Amico back to Lesmond. And here's Williams again. D'Amico trying to drive now. Lynch Lesman fakes the three, starts to drive, backs out. Now goes for the three and can't hit it. Nice rebound there by Trent Tusana. Fahrenbacher lost it and recovered by Notre Dame. Lesman lost the ball and will go the way of Batavia.
And Batavia is undersized, so they're going to come out here looking to try to shoot threes. Their guards are undersized, especially 20. In warm-ups, he was taking threes from at least 5 feet past the arc for about 5 minutes, so he's really going to look to shoot deep ones.
Fahrenbacher starts off with it. Now here is Trent Tusana. Tusana sends it over. Here's Ethan Ivan, now gives it off. It's number 42, Austin Ambrose, and will go the way of Batavia, so it will stay with them. .633 here left in the first. No scoring yet. And it will go the Dons' way. A lot of early turnovers here, Mac.
Yeah, Batavia's playing quick. They're trying to get some energy. Their bench is getting louder. They're trying to create some energy here because they got no fans here. So they have to bank off their bench, but it's not working so far.
Lesman for three. Yes, sir. And there are the first points of the game. Louis Lesman hits from three. Fahrenbacher will bring it up. And some tight defense, double teamed here, and stolen by DeFranza. Here's Lesman now on the easy bucket, puts it up. Nice sequence there. Tusana. There's that double team again. Swings it off for Ivan for three. No good, but nice rebound there by Drew Bartles. Here's Ivan again.
And you see Batavia runs a ball screen at the top of the key every possession down. Clancy's deciding to trap those with Frank Lynch. It's worked so far. I'm guessing they're going to have to switch to something else in the second half.
2 fouls now on Notre Dame. Here's a three from Bartles and hits it. So Batavia gets on the scoreboard. Now 5-3 Notre Dame leads with 5:30 to go here in the first. As Sonny Williams brings it up with a short range and gets it.
And that's what Sonny needs to keep doing. He needs to play with confidence, look for his own shots, not just create for Troy and Louis.
Here's a little bit of full court press. We saw this from Streamwood last night. Not a lot of that from the Dons here, especially early in the games. As here's Fahrenbacher. Slings it off for Ivan. And now they give it to Drew Bartles. Bartles for Tusana, now back to Ivan. Tusana trying to find something with this, now starts to drive in. And then blocked by DeFranza. But Batavia will end up with it. Bartles for three, can't hit it. And it will be Batavia ball as DeFranza was last to touch it. Trent Tusana will send it in for Batavia. Fahrenbacher. Now Tusana. Trying to move the ball around. Here's Fahrenbacher for the layup and hits it.
And Batavia, you can tell, is well coached. They're disciplined. They're not too big, they're not too fast, but they know how to play offense.
DeFranza. Now to Miko.
Great
Gives
pass.
it to Lynch on the reverse.
And Troy got caught in the air there, actually, but he made a great decision out of it. Found Frank for a little backdoor.
Here's Tusana now bringing it up. Ivan, back to Tusana. And will go the way of Prospect. Another foul called. And we will have our first quarter mask break. So we are halfway through the first quarter. Notre Dame up 9-5. We're going to take a timeout with them. We will be right back in 1 minute. We are back as Ethan Ivan looks to inbound, and now Lesman will check out. Anthony McGee has now entered.
I think Louis has some blood on his knee that they need to wipe up.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's adjusting that leg sleeve over there. Farnbacher. Off to Ivan. Ivan looking for someone with some tight defense. Here comes Austin Ambrose with a jump shot and hits him from 2. McGee for D'Amico. Driving in, going for the basket, can't get it, but a foul is called. 2 free throws coming up for Troy D'Amico.
And that's great offense. That's what the Dons like, giving the ball to their superstar and just clearing out and letting him go to work.
D'Amico hits his first one, and the Dons have hit double digits.
An early subs in, even with a 3-point game here in the first.
We see Jake Georgioulis. Lesman will come back in, and Nate Lambert will check in. So of the starters, Jake DeFranza and Frank Lynch are no longer in. D'Amico hits them both. Here is A.J. Sanders, who will check in for Batavia. Also, Jack Valente has come in.
And keep your eye on number 5, Ethan Ivan. He's been the one creating for most of the game so far for Batavia.
Nice jumper there by Trent Tusana. D'Amico for 3. Can't get it to go, but Lambert with the rebound, and Batavia will come up with it. And they get D'Amico for the foul.
And Batavia's fired up right now. Their bench is keeping this gym loud.
Here is Trent Tusana. With Lambert applying the defense. Tusana looking for somewhere to go with it. Hits Valente. Drives in. Turns back and puts it through, and Batavia has tied it up.
That's a strong move by Jack Valente. Only 6'5", but using his width to get right into the paint.
Lesmond gets it to Williams after a little bit of movement there. Lesmond for 3 now. Can't get it to go in off the rim. It's Sanders for Tusana. Driving in. Can't get it, but foul called. And Batavia with a chance to take its first lead of the night.
And right now, Batavia's just playing with more energy.
To bounce off of that, just to go with you, yeah, Batavia very loud over on the bench, but not a lot of action from the ND bench. As Tusana can't hit his first one, and Matt gives you the impression that Batavia really motivated in this game.
Yeah, coming out their first game of the season after 10.5 months of no basketball, they get to play the #1 team in state. That's a great start for them.
Tusana can't get the second one either. Jake Georgioulis ends up coming up with it. Now Sonny Williams will bring it up. D'Amico for Georgioulis. DeFranza, who comes back in, and the steal by Drew Bartles. Sanders for the bucket, and will go the Dons' way.
And A.J. Sanders, that was completely unnecessary. He threw a flying elbow at Jake's face.
So they get Sanders for the offensive foul. 5 fouls for Notre Dame and 3 for Batavia. A lot of aggressive ball play here in the early going. Lesmond. Lost it, but Appears a foul. Yes, a foul is called. They get Jack Valente. Now 9 fouls combined here in the first 6.5 minutes.
And right now they have A.J. Sanders, a 5'10" guard, and Lesman. They got to look to exploit that.
Lesman loses it to Sana on the reverse. Can't get it to get him, but Sanders with the rebound gets the foul. 2 free throws coming up. So they get Williams for the foul.
And Sanders looks like about the smallest person on the court, and he came up with an offensive rebound and a whole lot of traffic.
Sanders can't hit the first one.
And that's 3 missed free throws for Batavia in a row. They could be out to a 14-11 lead.
Still 11-11 here with 1:14 left to go as Sanders will get the second one to go and Batavia will take its first lead of the night. Batavia's bench making it sound like there's 2,000 people here in the gym. Is DeFranza for 3. Can't get it, but McGee with the rebound saves it from going out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds. Batavia ball.
And again, Batavia's bench is just more fired up than the ND side. You can barely hear our guys, and you want them to get a little bit louder.
To Sana. Almost lost his dribble there, shovels it off for Eric Newberry, who checks in. You also see Austin Ambrose come back in. Here's Sanders for 3, and hits it.
And number 20, Trent Susana, is just the best player on the floor right now. He's playing high energy. He's looking for shots himself, but he's creating for his teammates as well.
Batavia with a 4-point lead here in the closing seconds as Anthony McGee with the short range, and now Lesman will put it in. And now it's tied up. So 4 quick points for Notre Dame, and it's back to a tie game. Now the volume's starting to get amped up as Sanders with 3 seconds to go. Tusano, deep 3, can't get it at the buzzer. So after one in a very loud first quarter, we are tied at 15 apiece. We will take a quick break. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. Dogs 15 apiece after one. As DeFranza will send it in. Here's Anthony McGee. Batavia is in the bonus now. There's 6 fouls from Notre Dame and a turnover here. How about Trent Tusana?
Yeah, he's just playing with the most energy in the gym right now. He's controlling this game.
D'Amico back to Lesmond. Fake the 3, now Lynch.
Good
Gets
look.
it off to McGee for 3. Off the rim, but Lesmond with the rebound. Lesmond will try a 3. Hits it. Notre Dame back up on top, 18-17. Tusana. Tight defense from Anthony McGee, looking for something to go here. Farnbacher can't get it. McGee with the rebound. Lesmond for D'Amico. Gives it off to Lesmond. Open three. Hits it.
And Notre Dame's playing great offense right now. They have been the whole game. They just need to pick it up on defense, get a few stops, and I think they're going to jump out to a lead.
4-point lead here for Notre Dame. Minute 30 into the second quarter. Here's Ivan for three. No good, and Lynch with the rebound. Lesmond. DeFranza. D'Amico for three. Off the rebound. Excuse me, off the backboard. DeFranza gets it back. D'Amico can't get it, but a foul is called.
And Jake DeFranza, that's 2 hustle plays now that have resulted for 2 steals for the Dons.
So it appears they have tagged Luke Farnbacher. So D'Amico with more free throws here coming up. 11 fouls combined here to start the game. D'Amico can't hit his first. 6 for the Dons, 5 for the Bulldogs. Batavia is in the bonus, as we mentioned a couple of minutes ago. And D'Amico hits the second. Tusana gives it off to Farnbacher. Tusana swings it off to D'Amico with the steal. Lesmond gets the foul but can't get it to get in. So they get Tusana on the foul. Now 6 fouls for both squads. So Batavia will take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. 22-17, 5:54 left to go in the second quarter. You're listening to the ND Media Crew on YouTube Live. So we are back. We will start with free throws here right after timeout. So Lesmond go for his first. Couldn't get any easier. Gets the second. And Lynch tips it back. Now Lesmond for three. Can't get it. It's Tusana with the rebound. Now off to Ethan Ivan. And the steal. Colin Kovac checks in now for the Dons. D'Amico to McGee. Getting a lot of minutes in here. Lesmond for three. No good. It's Ambrose with the rebound. Sana swings it off for Farnbacher. Farnbacher to Drew Bartles. Swinging it around the arc. As Tusana ends up with it. Now slings it to Farnbacher. Looking to drive in.
And the game changed once ND started picking it up on defense. The past 2 games, it's all started on defense for the Dons.
Tusana trying to drive in and gets the bucket. And that's really where Batavia has been able to score their points, has been in the paint here. Lesman driving up, and it gets blocked. It looked like Ethan Ivan got a hand up there. Tusana trying to drive in again. Can't get it. And it goes the Dons' way. Tusana was the last to touch it, as a new group will check in for both squads. D'Amico, Williams, Lesman, Kovac, and Georgioulis in for Notre Dame now.
And they're going to try to get Troy coming to the basket here. They like the matchup they see with him.
Foul called by Valente. Now 7 fouls for Batavia. And free throws coming up for D'Amico. Gets the bucket. 25-19 here with 4:14 left to go. Both teams are in the bonus now. D'Amico now try and go 2 for 2 on this run of the stripe. And we'll hit them both. Ivan looking for someone open, and he finally hits A.J. Sanders. There's that full court press again. D'Amico ends up coming up with the ball. Lesman with the dunk. Jalen Buckley now checks in for Batavia, and foul's called.
I like the press move by Coach Clancy, though. Notre Dame's playing at their speed now, dictating when they get the ball on offense and how long they spend with the ball.
They tag Georgioulis on the foul, so Buckley will go to the line. 7 fouls for both sides. Buckley hits it. It's now 28-20. Hits them both. So it appears we are going to be taking our second quarter mask break. We will be right back in 1 minute. We come back from our second quarter mask break, 3:58 still to go here in the second quarter with the Dons up 7 in a very, very tight game here. Williams. Now to Lynch. Lesmond. And it's going to go in the way of Batavia. Oh, it goes the way of the Dons. Never mind that.
Yeah, Louis was up in the air, and then 42 was just kind of pushing him back, trying to clear him out.
It looked like they called it on Ivan there for the foul. Couldn't see it very well from our vantage point, as Lesmond will hit his first. In a very physical game here in this first half, 15 fouls. Lesmond gets them both. It's now a 9-point lead for Notre Dame. Sanders almost lost it now with a double team. Swings it out, and Ivan will come up with it. Here's Ambrose. Gets the bucket and a foul.
No, they called him for a travel on that.
Good catch. Yeah, for our Don's audience, you guys all know that I know nothing about basketball and Mac knows everything. Those of you Batavia fans, I am very sorry. Here's Williams. D'Amico for three. No good, but Lesmond comes up with the rebound. He's looking to try for the deep three. Now swings it off for Williams. Lesmond for Lynch. And here's that ball movement again.
They need to clear out and let Troy post up.
Lesmond for three. Gets it.
That's Lesmond's third three of the half. He's feeling pretty good.
Here's Tusana. Driving up. Can't get it in. Williams, Lesmond, DeFranza, three. Yes, sir. Jake DeFranza. And the Dons bench is electric. Batavia will call its second timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. 36-21, Notre Dame on top. You're watching the ND Media Crew on YouTube Live. So we return here, Notre Dame up 36-21. Trent Tusana starts out with the ball. Anthony McGee checks in for Notre Dame. Sanders. And Lynch comes up with this. He falls to the ground. Lesmond gets it in with the foul. A three-point play opportunity for Louis Lesmond. First one is good, and that is the only one. Here's Tusana, pressure everywhere. Baseball passes it off, but D'Amico gets a handout, and he gets the ball. Lesmond from McGee, back to Lesmond. D'Amico, DeFranza. Trying to drive in, but couldn't get through. Now D'Amico will try on the reverse, gets it in. And the Dons now with a 20-point lead over Batavia. Sanders for Tusana. Foul is called, and it is going to be against DeFranza.
And the Dons went back for a half-court trap rather than a full-court press after their press just got them a 16-0 run. I think they're going to end up switching back to that for the last minute here.
1:36 still to go here in the second. 41-21 Notre Dame on top. 17 fouls here in the first half. Very physical. Tusana puts his first one in. Now 41-22. Hits them both.
And Troy has about a foot on his matchup right here. They need to make him go to work. Jesus.
That's Tyler Klein that was matched up with D'Amico. Here's McGee. Lambert checked back in. Lesmond lost it, and Batavia comes up with it. Tusana looking for someone open. He gets to Farnbacher. On the reverse. Can't get it in. Lynch on the rebound.
And again, Troy here with a mixed match. I think they need to look for him.
McGee goes to Lynch for three. Can't get it, and Batavia ends up with it. 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. And it looks like it's going the way of, yes, it is going off the way of Batavia. Looked like that was Eric Newberry, threw it off the leg of Lynch there. And there's that mismatch again. Tusana. Some tight defense here from Lesmond. McGee trying to knock it away. Now triple teamed. Going for three is Newberry off the rim. 30 seconds and counting here left in the first half.
The Dons are going to hold it for the last shot. I think they're going to look to get a screen for Louis so he can come to the basket and do his work.
D'Amico trying to instruct his offense here. D'Amico.
It's a great possession.
That's the foul.
It's a great possession. Nothing too complicated. Just a high ball screen for Troy to get into the paint.
Get ready. So that is the 10th foul for Batavia. And D'Amico hits his first. Gets them both. 43-23 with 4.4 left to go here in the first half. Farnbacher trying to do something with it. And that is going to do it. So we head to halftime. Notre Dame up 43-23. What do you have coming up for you during halftime? Well, the ND cheerleaders are back. They have submitted a couple of things for you guys to see during the halftime show. So you guys will get to see them for the first time this season. We're going to be back in 9.5 minutes. Enjoy the performance, everyone. So we are back from half. The Dons with a 20-point lead after the first 2 quarters. Mac, they really started to take hold of things in the second quarter after it was tied 15-15 after the first. But the defense, like you said, they really needed to strengthen up. They held Batavia to just 8 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, they started a little sluggish, which usually happens on the second night of a back-to-back. It's nothing out of the ordinary. And I think Coach Clancy knew they needed something to wake them up a little bit. So he switched to that full-court press, which led to a 16-0 run for the Dons. Louis hot, Troy's hot. So I think they need to just keep rolling with that, either that full-court press or now that they're a little more awake, just be more attentive on defense.
And for Batavia, that pretty much fell silent there in that second quarter. How do they get back into this game?
I think they just need to come in how they were playing, very disciplined, not trying to rush any of their shots, getting to their spots on the floor.
I'm very curious because you were a player before, and this is obviously a little different for you. How much do you think that crowd noise that Batavia was making made a difference in that first half, especially in that first quarter?
Well, for them, it obviously helped. For Notre Dame, I think it didn't really play any part into it. Half this team played in some of the biggest high school arenas you'll see in front of huge crowds. So I don't think it really shook up ND at all. But when Batavia gets loud, it definitely helps them.
So we are just moments away from getting back into action here between the Bulldogs and the Dons. Batavia is going to start with the ball here once we do get underway as Coach Hennigan struggles to get the basketball rack off the court. And off we go. So Trent Usana starts off with it. Fahrenbacher off to Ambrose. Finds Usana again. Driving in is Ivan. Gets a foul. So they get D'Amico for the foul. We talked a little bit earlier about how physical they have been playing both sides, combining for, I believe, 18 fouls in that first half.
Yeah, a lot of them were ticky-tacky fouls, which I thought could have not been called, but that's how the refs are calling it, so both teams need to take note.
Ivan misses his first shot. And give credit to Batavia for coming out on the attack there. Ivan can't hit either. So missed opportunity there for Batavia to put some points up. Williams trying to drive in, and he stepped out of bounds. And that's not the way you want to start your first possession. So Fahrenbacher will bring the ball up the court, gives it to Tusana.
It's a good jump by Troy.
D'Amico knocks it away. Williams for three. Off the rim, Lynch tried to knock it out of the hands of Ambrose. And he does get it knocked out of the hands. It just wasn't Ambrose this time.
He didn't even look for his man. He just headhunted the ball.
Hunting basketballs.
Oh, that's a breakdown on Endy. That's a great sideline inbound play by Batavia. Got Troy running out a little bit, then sent a card back screen that I don't think anyone called for Troy.
Lesman was thinking the deep three there. I guess it back to Lesman. Can't get it. Off the end of the rim. Here's Tusana once again. Undoubtedly the best performer on the first half for Batavia.
Yeah, they got to look to get him going.
Here's Ambrose in the paint. Gives it off for Bartles, and it's blocked.
That's a great play by Troy.
Spectacular play by Troy D'Amico.
Yeah, I don't know how Batavia's coach has been arguing every call, which you get, but that one was pretty obvious.
Lesman almost lost the ball. D'Amico. Now here's DeFranza, Williams. Back to D'Amico. Back to DeFranza. Lots of movement. That's what you want to see. Try and confuse your defenses. D'Amico for the three off the rim and goes out of bounds. Here's Tusana.
Coach Clancy put Jake DeFranz on Tucson. He had Louis on him in the first half, and Louis shut him down. So I want to see if Jake can do the same.
Ivan trying to get something against D'Amico. Now gives it back to Tucson. Like you said, there's your matchup to watch. Farnbacher. Bartles for three. No good. As Williams will come up with the ball. Williams, DeFranza for three. Off the rim.
And it's an open shot, but if you look at Coach Clancy's reaction, that's not the shot that Notre Dame wants right now.
Wow.
That was it. The English on that finish.
Great move by Tucson.
That was tough.
Wow. 43-27 with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Williams gives it back to Lynch. Lesmond
Good
drives
take.
in. And he gets it blocked.
And
Ethan Ivan.
That's got to be a foul call. I think the refs are trying to make it. And
there's the block for Notre Dame.
That should have been a charge. Dunk that.
Lesmond puts it in.
It's a good bounce back from Louis after he should have got a call on the other end. Comes back, dunks that.
So Notre Dame will take their first timeout of the game. We'll take a timeout with them, and we will be back in 30 seconds. So we check back in. Batavia will start with the ball out of the timeout. You know, some of you might be seeing a little bit of shakiness on the camera. Our equipment does not like us. Ambrose off the backboard and the bucket.
And Notre Dame switched back to that full court press that was working for them in the first half. Didn't work that possession, but I want them to stick with it.
Lesmond goes for three. Off the front of the rim. Ambrose comes up with it.
And I think Louis is going to get pulled for that shot. Again, it's an open shot. You trust Louis to take those shots, but that's not the shot you want.
Bullet of a shot there from Austin Ambrose. As Batavia eclipses 30. Swings it out. Wow.
That would have been dirty. He caught that and threw it behind his back all in the air.
Jeez, Trent Tucson.
Notre Dame needs a bucket here. Stop the bleeding. Take control back of this game. Look for Troy out here for the jumper. Oh.
He called it but couldn't put it through. Bouncing around up there on the rim is Tucson. Slings it across. And Ivan for the three.
Batavia's heating up now. They're seeing how to break this Don's defense, and they're picking it apart.
Anthony McGee checks in now for the Dons. Williams got Tucson slipping.
They need to look into the post here. They need to bring it back here. Get the ball into the post. There it is.
D'Amico trying to back his way in.
And one.
And gets it through.
Things are just easier if you just slow it down, get the ball into the post, and let Troy go to work.
That set the Batavia bench down. They were up and making noise.
Oh, man.
How about that reverse from Ethan Ivan?
6'7" shouldn't move like that.
Wow. That was impressive. And he gets free throws to go with it. So they tagged Lynch for the foul. Looks like we are going to be taking our third quarter mass break. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. So Ivan will take a free throw here, and we'll try and make that spectacular reverse a three-point play. And he will. So with that, it is now a 10-point game. With 2:56 left to go here in the third, Williams hands it off to DeFranza. Lynch to McGee.
Get it into the post. Again, clear out and let him work.
D'Amico.
And one.
Gets the foul,
That's
but
all
can't
they need
get
to
it
do.
to go.
That's all they need to do for the rest of the game, every possession.
My mistake on the score. It is now a 9-point game, but Troy D'Amico tries to make it a little more than that. Thank you, Jack. D'Amico hits his first. And D'Amico hits them both. 49-38. 2:30 and counting. Tusana with a short.
It's a good move.
After a bunch of bouncing around, he gets it in.
Tusana's playing great basketball. He's not doing anything overcomplicated. That was just a 3-dribble move to short elbow, and he put it right up.
D'Amico trying to get something.
Good move.
Woo-hoo! With the foul to go with it.
That's all they need to do. Rest of the game.
51-40. D'Amico tries to turn that into a 3-point play. 2 fouls for each side now. With 2:08 left to go.
And Danny, I wouldn't be surprised if next time down the floor they're going to throw it into Troy in the post. They're going to send a double team, and that's going to leave someone wide open.
So Troy does make it a 3-point play. Here's Tusana now. The double team here. Tight D on Tusana now. Wow. Drew Bartles.
That was a great finish. Over 6'8" D'Amico. Able to finish with composure.
Gets a foul to go with it too, so he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. So Bartles trying to make this a single-digit margin now. Gets it off the rim, but Batavia will come up with it. So free throw no good, but Batavia with a bonus possession, and Tusana gets it to go in.
Tusana is playing confident, and that's the difference between Tusana and the rest of the players on the court.
Basket no good. Goes the Dons' way. They tag Ethan Ivan for the foul there. It's now 3 fouls for both sides. Anthony McGee checks out, as well as Frank Lynch. Lambert and Georgioulis comes in. D'Amico on the short. Can't get it. Goes the Dons' way. Foul is called, and they get Ivan again.
And that's big for the Dons. Ivan's been good for Batavia. Now he's going to have to sit for the rest of this quarter. And then I'm assuming a few minutes in the fourth with 4 fouls.
So Eric Newberry will come in now for Batavia. We also see Jack Valente come in.
Get the ball into the post.
AJ Sanders also in as well.
They're going to send a double.
D'Amico on the short. Can't get it after a lot of bouncing.
That's a shot you live with, though. Troy made 3 the last time down. You like him with the ball in the hands.
Around him. And the Dons get it away from him. Here's D'Amico.
And that's 3 fouls for AJ Sanders that have been pretty rough. Whew.
Very physical up there on D'Amico going up. As the fouls now starting to mount a little bit for Batavia. 3 fouls in, what, the last minute now?
Yeah.
D'Amico back to the line again. Gets his first. So it's now 53-44, Notre Dame on top. Just over a minute left to go here in the third. D'Amico can't get his second. Georgioulas fighting for it, and he gets the rebound. Lambert to Lesmond. Lost it.
And that's 4 now on Sanders.
And the Batavia bench is not having it.
They're going to get Sanders out here with 4 fouls.
So Fahrenbacher will come in now.
They're going to try to get Louis a jumper here.
There it is.
Yeah, and you see Louis obviously frustrated as he should be. Just hit a wide open 3. Would have been a 12-point game. Still, now the lead only sits at single digits with that offensive foul.
Here's Fahrenbacher. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Like you said, 9-point game. Bartle's looking for something. And Tusana can't get it.
And I think the Dons got bailed out there. I thought that could have been called a foul with the way the refs have been calling this game.
Absolutely. So it will go the Dons' way.
35 seconds. They need to hold it for the last shot, and they need to make it a good one. Try to put this game a little bit out of reach.
Lesmond to Lynch. Back to Williams. Lesmond. Over to Lynch again. Lesmond
And then you see Clancy there calling for one shot.
Lesmond and Lynch playing some catch here. Back to Williams.
And
10 seconds left.
They're just going to give Louis an ISO here. Let him work.
Here's the volume.
pass.
Enjoy it. Williams for 3.
Oh.
In and out. And that will be the end of the third. So after 3, the Dons with a 9-point lead over the Bulldogs, 53-44. 8 minutes to go until we have a conclusion. You're watching the ND Media Crew on YouTube Live. We are back to start the fourth quarter of action. 8 minutes to go until we come to a conclusion. Notre Dame up 53-44 over Batavia. As Troy D'Amico will bring it in. Here's Sonny Williams.
And I think they're going to look into the post again with Troy. There it is.
There's D'Amico for 3.
Good hit.
Gets it.
It's a quick hitter for Troy, coming off a screen for a 3. And that was executed perfectly.
If you were able to see the coach of Batavia, the animation on his face. Here's Tusana, throws it back, but overthrown. Williams comes up with it.
That was great hustle by Sonny.
Goes the Don's way. So they hit Fahrenbacher for the foul. Now 7 for Batavia. And the Dons will be in the bonus
Yeah,
pretty much the entire fourth quarter.
This is going to come back to haunt Batavia being in the bonus this early because now every foul, Notre Dame is going to be shooting free throws, increasing that lead.
So now Batavia, that was playing really physical, have to step off the gas a little bit on that aspect of the game, as Williams will make his first.
And if you're ND, you want to attack that. You don't necessarily want to shoot anymore. You kind of want to attack the paint, try to draw more fouls, get easy points.
Williams gets them both. So it's now a 14-point game with 7:30 to go. Batavia's got some work to do. And they have that bonus hanging over their heads as here's to Sana.
And
Couldn't get any easier.
That's a pro move. He kept Sonny Williams on his back hip the entire way. As soon as he saw an open lane when Troy went to his man, he exploded down the lane and got a wide open layup.
D'Amico.
That's a no way. That is a flop.
Wow.
That was horrible, dude.
Wow.
I've never seen someone 6'5" fall that easily.
Drew Bartos should start taking acting classes.
Yeah, that was horrible. That should be 2 free throws again.
So a gift of a possession here for Batavia. Tusana finds Ambrose, now back to Tusana.
He's going to look to shoot.
Only down 12s, they're not out of it. Wow. Farnbacher gets it blocked.
Troy, that's an angry block there after just getting hosed on a last call.
You could see there's some frustration on his face, even with the mask on. Wasn't happy about that call and used that frustration with the block.
I don't know why the ref's talking to him. He's just fired up. He's playing a game.
Yeah, there is some chirping going on. Be careful, Troy. So after a squabble, Ambrose back to Sana for 3. That's it.
He's single-handedly keeping Batavia in the game. Single-digit 9-point game. This Batavia Bulldogs are still in reach.
Trent Tusana, like you said, it's been a one-man wrecking crew for them. D'Amico, men all over him.
It's a great pass by Jake DeFranza. Got right into the lane, looking for Troy, and he drew the foul.
So free throws coming up as we said, Batavia in the bonus. Or I'm sorry, Notre Dame's in the bonus. 8 fouls now on the Bulldogs. First one gets itself in. Look at that, Tusana coming out of the game. Or he's just getting pulled to the side. Look, look, he is getting pulled to the side.
I was going to say, if you're taking him out.
I was about to say.
That's
I'm like,
not a great
wait
idea.
a minute. From the looks of it, it looked like maybe he was going to get pulled out. Turns out, just a little pep talk. As D'Amico hits them both. So the Dons now hit 60 for the second straight game. And an 11-point lead. Tusana. Ambrose trying to drive up. And DeFranza with the block, but Farnbacher comes up with it. Ambrose can't get the bucket. And D'Amico comes up with it.
It's a great decision by Troy to slow it down, not try to push anything. Never mind.
Lesman trying to drive in, swings it out. Williams for 3. Hits it.
It's a big shot by Sonny.
And a timeout is called. And it is a Notre Dame timeout, so we'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back, and it's an exciting one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. So Batavia will start with the ball here out of the timeout. It's Jalen Buckley that comes back in. Farnbacher to Tusana. Trying to drive in.
That is such a good move.
Wow.
He's playing so composed, but also so aggressive. And that's a true sign of a skilled basketball player.
This kid's only a junior, but he has had himself a game here against a very tough defense. D'Amico with the triple team.
Good extra.
Lesman for three. Swish!
And that's the unselfishness of Notre Dame on display right there. 2 extra passes, the first by Sonny, the second by Frank.
15-point lead with under 5 minutes to go. There's that tough defense from Notre Dame getting on Tusana.
Great call.
Colin Kovac will check in for Sonny Williams.
Those are great minutes by Sonny. Hit a big 3 and then had a great extra pass on that last possession. And he's bummed he's coming out, but he played great minutes.
Here's Farnbacher. This is a big spot for Colin Kovac in a tight game. He's gotten paired with Batavia's best player here.
And Coach Clancy trusts in Kovac. He's a bulldog on defense. Let's see what he can do.
Tusana can't get it as he has to go through 4 white jerseys. Here's Kovac. Off to Lesmond. Flings it across the court for DeFranza. Tries to drive in back to Lesmond. Now he'll go. Lynch for 3. Off the rim. But
Great
Kovac
board.
comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, that was a good play by Drew Bartles there. Set up, saw Louis coming down in the lane.
Now that was a foul. I don't know about the one before, but that one there, that was a genuine one. Even Josh Lill chiming in. Was one of our managers from last year's team. Even he disagrees with that call. Here's Tusana. Ooh. Defense all over him, and he throws it out of bounds.
Colin Kovac has come in and played 2 great defensive possessions on Tusano.
Like you said, that bulldog mentality really showing up. And it is time for the final mask break of the game.
This is the first time we've seen one of those kind of affect it, because Notre Dame has all the momentum right now. Kind of slows them up a little bit.
So we'll see how this break affects the final 3:40 of play. The Dons up 15. We'll be right back in 1. So we are back after the final mask break of the game. As we were saying before we went to break, interested to see how that 1 minute timeout affects the play here in the final 3:40. Does it slow down the momentum of the Dons at all? As D'Amico will start out with it.
Yeah, see, Batavia looks fired up now, at least more than they did before the break. Hit that.
DeFranza. That's a Lynch, D'Amico, Lesmond, Kovac. Tries to drive in, almost loses it. Lynch, DeFranza. Going for the bucket, can't get it, but D'Amico gets it after the miss and puts it through. Now a 17-point lead, just over 3 minutes left.
And another stop or two. This should be out of reach for Batavia.
Tusana.
There it is.
And the steal by Lesmond. Got right out in front of Ethan Ivan and took it away from him. DeFranza for the open three. Couldn't get any easier.
And Danny, I think that's the dagger. 3 huge stops for the Dons in a row. 5 straight points, 20-point game.
Took my line from me. Here's Ambrose. There's that foul. So they get Ambrose. I know what Troy's thinking it is, mine. There's some payback. Quick break in the action. And I would say we take a break with them, but I have no idea what's happening. Okay, so
42 fouled out.
I was like, why are they standing around? I didn't, whatever. So here we go as we continue after whatever that was. D'Amico looking for something. Gets the foul.
And is that 5 on Ivan?
Tag Ivan.
So that's 2 starters now that are out.
So now coming in is Luke Nelson for the Bulldogs. 5 on the floor now for Batavia. Valente, Bartles, Tusana, Farnbacher, and waiting to, oh, yeah, that is Nelson. D'Amico can't hit that first one. Sonny Williams is also checked back in. Some great minutes there by Colin Kovac. D'Amico can't hit either, but Lesmond will get the rebound. Lesmond off to D'Amico. Looking to drive in, and it will go the way.
That is so bad of a call. Whew. I don't know how they do that. Tusana was shoving both hands into Troy's back the entire time he was posting up.
Both teams are in the bonus now, by the way. 20-point game, 2:13 left. Here's Farnbacher. Valente for the bucket. No good. We do have a foul, however. They get Dahoney, who checks in. Hits that first one. 71-52 here for the Dons.
It's a beautiful shot for such a big kid. Could really shoot that.
So Valente hits them both. D'Amico, guys all over him. Here's Dahoney for DeFranza. Gets himself back out from inside the arc. D'Amico going for the bucket. An offensive foul called. They get D'Amico again.
Yeah, that one might have been a charge. He extended his arm right into Valente.
So D'Amico will come out. Frank Lynch now will come back in. So the 5 on the floor for the Dons: DeFranza, Lesmond, Lynch, Dahoney, and Williams. Drew Bartles also has checked back in for the Bulldogs. Here's Luke Nelson. Tusana gets the bucket.
That kid is good at basketball. That is insane. I think he has at least 35 right now.
Easily. This kid has been putting on a show here tonight. Williams for the bucket. Can't get it. Here's Mahoney. And he is still not missed a shot.
Last minute here. I think this one pretty much wrapped up. You just want the Dons to play hard, finish this game out.
Farnbacher couldn't make it to Franza to Lynch. Lesmond for the three. Off the back of the rim, and Farnbacher will come up with it. And Lesmond gets a hand up, but it is going to stay with Batavia. Tusana looking for an open man. Heaves it out. And Lynch with the block. Lesmond. The foul. As they get Nelson. Can't hit that first one. Now, some new members will check in for the Dons. Lambert, Gavin Gutierrez, and Kovac will enter, along with Lesmond and Mahoney. Lesmond can't get either. Lambert tried to fight for the rebound. Tusana goes for three.
That was, if he made that, that would have been crazy.
Wow. Lambert lost it. Foul is called. And they get Nelson again. Jake Georgioulis will re-enter for Notre Dame as Lesmond will exit. And Lambert will shoot free throws. Lambert can't hit that first one. 18.6 to go here in the game. 73-56, Dons on top. Lambert gets the second one. So Tusano will bring it up the floor. Going for the deep three. Can't get it. Kovac off to Georgioulis. Waiting for his team to come down with him as Kovac will run the clock out, and the Dons will stay undefeated and now have gone to 3-0. We want to thank you for watching tonight, especially our fans from Batavia Nation who came to hang out with us tonight. Very happy to have you here with us. For our Dons fans, thank you for once again hanging out with us. We'll be back in just 2 days when the Dons start conference action as they take on Nazareth. For Mac Ross, I'm Danny Berg signing off. Have a great night. We'll see you on Thursday.